Hey guys, welcome to my channel! This is a Twin Flames reading for the week of February 14th. Messages from Divine Feminine. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Got a little sunshine shining in here. Can't go wrong with that one. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody, and I hope you're having a good one. And I can only guess some of you might not be having such a good Valentine's Day. Yeah, Divine Masculine, they're a squirrely little fuck, aren't they? But I'll have a good Valentine's Day for you, and I'll even try to make you feel better by guaranteeing to you now that you could actually have a terrific Valentine's Day right now. Maybe next time, maybe next year, it'll be a better Valentine's Day for you. Whoops, get the light in the shot there. Okay. Very good. And here's why I'm saying that. Well, presumably, if you're watching this particular card reading, and you are someone who is not having a good Valentine's Day, it's probably because Mr. or Miss Divine Masculine is, rejecting you, ghosting you, blocking you, friend zoning you, right? Running. That's what they do. They love to run. They're like fucking expert at it, actually. And so you're kind of bummed out. And I really empathize. I do, because I was there. But I just want to point something out to you right now that I would think would make you feel better. You are your twin flame. You are your twin flame. So to think for one moment that there isn't something you can do about this person is a little ridiculous. We are spoon-fed all this crap in our civilization about how there's no such thing as ghosts and nobody is a soul. There's no soul. You're just your physical body, and that's all. And when you die, you die. There's no heaven. There's no afterlife. There is no soul. There's no such thing as ghosts. There's no God. There's no telepathy. There's no law of attraction. We have it all figured out. We are Western civilization. We are the cold, sterile, scientific Western civilization. And we're here to tell you that all those things are utter nonsense. Forget about it. And especially twin flames. Especially that you could actually be one soul with this person. That's bullshit. Get that shit out of here. Right? That's what we're all spoon-fed, just generally speaking. Well, I've got news for you. That is what is utter bullshit, okay? And that explains why our whole world is in the sad shape that it's in. That's why humanity is all fucked up, because people fight about all that kind of stuff. They can't remember who they really are. People don't remember who they really are. You are an eternal being of light. Of course, there is such a thing as the soul, and I've got news for you. That's what you fucking are. And it's because we have bought into all of that cultural programming for so long that the world is all fucked up and everybody feels all fucked up. So you just need to recognize that programming right now before I can get to the next part, which is to explain to you that there is something that you can do about your twin flame to get them to come be with you permanently, and you can start today. Okay, so let me just review very quickly that you need to let go of all that fucking bullshit cultural conditioning. You need to let go of all that stupid programming that says that believing in the afterlife and ghosts and telepathy and souls and things like this is silly and it's nonsense, and there's no proof of these things. Never mind the fact that there's like an overwhelming amount of proof that these things are real. It's just that the establishment fucking ignores them. So notice how there's a whole bunch of fucking shitty programming in your head about all those things. And let it go. Just let it go. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's a bunch of programming. And you can just forget about it. It's not real. It's not real. You watching, you are real. The soul is real. And I've got news for you. You are your twin flame. You are your fucking twin flame. You are them. You are them. So what on earth makes you think for 1 second that there isn't something you can do about this person? If you are them, then you have a pretty unique place to control the energy from, don't you? If you are them, there must be something you can do. Think about it. If I am this other person, there must be some lever that I can pull or a button I can push or something. I'm speaking metaphorically, of course, but think about it for a second. Think about how ridiculous that sounds to say, A, number one, I am this person. B, number two, there's nothing I can do about them. If it is true that you are your twin flame, and it is, then there must be something you can do about it. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Huh? Think about how fucking ridiculous that is to say that there isn't anything you can do about it. Of course there is. Of course there is. And I've got news for you. I did it. My twin flame is permanently in my life, and yours can be too. I've coached over 3,000 students to do the same thing. I've caused more unions than any other twin flame coach on earth. So don't tell me there's nothing you can do about it. I've seen it happen far too many times. Far, far too many times. Divine Feminine at the bottom of the deck. It's the Page of Swords in reverse. Excellent. So you're starting to recognize how useful having a little self-control is when it comes to your energy. So this person, for example, this person triggers you. They talk down to you. You feel bad about it. You don't like what they're doing. You're all focused on them. Here comes this emotional response, and you don't respond to it. That is a very useful tool, Divine Feminine. I'm really glad to see that you're evolving. Huzzah! Give yourself a hand. Give yourself a pat on the back. Good job, Divine Feminine. Excellent step in the right direction, especially after last Sunday's reading. Look at this. Right off the bat, recent past, Divine Feminine, the Six of Swords. So that pretty much just sums up everything that I was just talking about. Moving on from those old ways, moving on from that energy, moving on from the clinginess. And you're starting to see your whole entire life situation leveling up. Look at this, the Chariot and the Ten of Wands. Now, I don't know what this is, but I mean, I could think of a few guesses. You know, an old job, right? Some fucking career that you can't stand. Falling away. Maybe you got fired, but whatever, it caused you to move on. Okay, or you, by choice, you started looking for a different job. You left your home, your living situation. You left your spouse. I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, though, Divine Feminine, it's time for you to fucking move on, and you're doing it. You know it's time if you haven't done these things yet. Whatever it is, I'm not telling you to go run out and get a divorce or quit your job right now. I'm telling you to figure out what it is about your life situation that needs to go. If you haven't done that already, I mean, I think many of you have actually, and you should give yourself a pat on the back. Sometimes you got to tear down the old piece of shit shack first before you can go build the big, beautiful crystal castle in its place. And I think a lot of you are doing that beautifully. Look at this. Towards so-called divine masculine, it's the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles, both in the reverse. Interesting, a pair of eights. So there is no end to this. If you think, like, let's just say, for example, your divine masculine pulled away, they rejected you, they don't want to talk to you anymore, etc., you know, whatever it is, and you're thinking, this is it, this is the end, I'm never going to hear from them again. You know that's complete unfettered bullshit. You know that that's complete and total BS. You know they're going to be back. And again, this is what I was saying at the beginning of the video. You are your twin flame. What in the hell makes you think for 1 second that there isn't something you can do about it? Of course there is. You are them, guys. You have all the control in the world to do something about this connection. So it's really just not necessary for you to sit there and stress out about it. Think about it. Think about it. Why should you stress out about it? Just let this process work its way through. And you are. The process is internal. That's what this Three of Wands is saying as it comes out in the reverse like this. This is not some external thing that you're doing. This is not some action that you're taking in the world around you. This is an internal journey. There's something that you need to be doing internally. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay? You and your twin flame are one being. You are one soul. And if you can't quite figure out what I'm talking about, I have a suggestion for you. You can go watch my free content right now. I am the most successful twin flame coach in the world. I would suggest go watching my YouTube videos for free where I talk about twin flames. You can do that right now on this YouTube channel. Just go to the main page of this channel. Go to the playlists menu and look for the playlist called How to Get Your Twin Flame. How to Get Your Twin Flame. That's where you're going to find all of my twin flame coaching videos. Go watch those videos, guys. There's a reason I'm the most successful twin flame coach in the world, because I don't make any bones about this. I keep it really simple. I'm saying the one obvious thing that it doesn't seem like anybody else is saying, and it's so obvious. You and your twin flame are one soul. You got to do as the soul does, guys. There is something energetically, internally, that you can be doing to A, feel better, shut down the obsessive thinking, stop feeling like shit. B, get your twin flame to unblock you, start talking to you. And of course, last but not least, go on to live your best, most amazing life. Go watch my free content. Please go watch my free content. Don't just watch these card readings. Please watch my free videos, coaching videos. Okay, Divine Feminine, towards your so-called karmic situation, the Emperor next to the Three of Cups in reverse. Exactly. So, getting control of your time, getting control of your situation, saying yes or no to the certain people around you in your life situation. Some are good, some are bad, and it's time for you to part ways with the ones that aren't good for you anymore. It's not that we're judging these people. It's not that we're calling them bad. It's just they don't resonate with you anymore. And that's okay. That's okay. They're fine people. You know, we try not to judge. It's not that you're rejecting them. It's just, I can't be around them anymore. Right. Stand guard at the gate of your mind, Divine Feminine. Watch out for time vampires. Be very, very vigilant of your surrounding space. Be very vigilant of who you let into your life situation. That includes job, friends, all of it. Okay, this is your life and you can do whatever you want with it. You're not beholden to anybody, period. Divine Feminine. You're not beholden to anybody. Now, you can allow yourself to become beholden to people. That is true, but that's your choice. That's exactly what I'm telling you. Make a conscious decision. Who am I going to, bind myself with? Who am I going to shack up with? Right? Who am I going to take ownership of? I'm going to take ownership of this situation or these people. I'm at least going to be conscious of what I'm doing. Divine Feminine, it's not a problem to take ownership of your friendships, relationships, your job. But gosh darn it, you need to think about what you're doing and be conscious about it. And you know that. I'm preaching to the choir. Otherwise, these cards wouldn't be coming out, right? Right. Divine Feminine, towards your Divine Masculine, the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. Isn't that interesting? 8s, 5s, it's time for a big change, Divine Feminine. And here's the thing about this change, and I know you're already feeling it, especially after what we talked about last Sunday. You don't know why this is happening. You can't explain how this came to pass because it's not like I made any big mental or emotional changes to my internal space. These things are just kind of happening. I'm just shifting, and it's like I'm shifting into a higher consciousness. Bam! Exactly. That's exactly what it is, Divine Feminine. And that's how this works. I tell this to my students all the time. One day, it's like you just kind of get out of bed and you feel different, and you know you do. You go, I feel different. I feel better. I feel higher. I feel more empowered. I feel like an increase of consciousness is taking place. And then I asked, okay, well, how do you know that? How do you know you're different? What's different? And you would say, I can't tell you. I just know I'm different. I just know. Does that make sense? This is consciousness, guys. This is a completely different ball game than what you're used to ordinarily. There is no real thought process behind it. It's a journey of being. It's a journey of being. You just know that you're different. Right. That's that intuition. That's what that is. I'm very, very curious to see what the Oracle deck is going to say today. This is actually turning out to be a pretty stupendous reading, you guys. Haven't had one this good for a while. Divine Feminine. And as always, if you would like to work with me, you know where to find me. Go to my website, newworldallstar.com. You can read some testimonials from my students who are with their twin flame, married to their twin flame, having amazing spiritual breakthroughs. I've coached over 3,000 students, guys, and you can go read their testimonials right now on my website. And while you're there, why don't you sign up for some coaching with me, guys? It's the Introduction to the Journey online video coaching package. It's not expensive. I don't charge thousands. That's probably one of the reasons that I've been so successful, is because I'm not a fucking scam artist trying to rip you off, charging you thousands of fucking dollars for some coaching. No, I tell you, no, it's only a few $100s and you get a lot of stuff. Over 10 hours of instructional videos that you can watch again and again and again. I will give you action steps that you can implement right now to make the necessary lifestyle changes to align energetically with your soul. Exactly what I was just talking about. I can't really explain this. It's just internal. It's consciousness. Consciousness is not thought. Consciousness is not thought. An explanation is a thought. It's a knowing, guys. It's like, how do you know that you are one with your twin flame? I just know. I am. The question is, who are you? Right, you are the conscious being underneath the thoughts. I will show you energetically how to accomplish this. And it's a lot easier than you think it is. After you are done watching the instructional video course, you and I are going to talk either in a one-on-one or in a group setting on my Get Your Twin Flame Spiritual Coaching System, up to 4 calls a week, guys. 4 calls a week. That's like over 30 additional hours of coaching every single month. It's not expensive. Get the gold package, guys. Get the gold package. You get 2 months of the group coaching calls included with your original purchase. You can talk directly to me or my 2 coaches assisting me. And it's not expensive, guys. It's only a few $100. Now, I do have payment plans. If you cannot afford my already very low price, no problem. I have payment plans. I'll take the total package price and break it down into 6 easy to digest payments of usually around $60, give or take, right? About $60 to start. You get all the videos up front. Access to the calls as soon as you're done watching the videos. All of that is included with your initial down payment. The secret Facebook group, nobody can see that you're in there or what we're doing in there. It's totally confidential, totally secret Facebook group, totally private. You can reach me directly or my 2 coaches in the Facebook group on the calls 4 times a week. The calls are recorded. US, Europe, Australia, doesn't matter where you are. Hop in there, guys. You can get started today for almost nothing. Let's see what the Oracle deck has to say for Divine Feminine today. What's it going to be, Miss Danielle? My Hero's Journey Oracle. Ooh, it's a sparky one. It's that one. That's a sparky little booger. What do we got today? Oh, well, now that's interesting. I haven't ever seen this card before. Attune to the call. Attune to the call. Yeah, and Mr. Camera, you can attune to the card. There we go. That is some really cool artwork. I just want to admire that for just a second. I'm really digging this card. Attune to the call. That is a really cool looking card, you guys. I really like that one. Wow. Well, let's see what the message is. Attune to the call. Card number 10. Attune to the call. Message: you are attuned to the sounds of your soul, and what was once a still, small voice has become the loudest call you can hear. You are mustering the courage to heed the call when it resonates throughout your entire body, and the situation or opportunity is right for you. Foster gratitude as you do your inner work, so the sweet sound of higher ground resounds throughout your being. Make room in your life for grace, so the call of your highest destiny can be heard, honored, and acted upon. Divine Feminine, that is the perfect message for this reading. This is so much deeper than something that can be explained. That's what this journey is, guys. This is a journey of the soul. It can't be explained using thought forms. And that's not a cop-out. That's what all the great spiritual masters have been trying to tell humanity for thousands of years. And here's the thing. You and your twin flame are the same soul. So this journey is necessarily going to be that, a journey of soul. It's not going to be like the conventional modality of living that we're accustomed to at all. At all. And Divine Feminine, Four of Pentacles. Exactly, Four of Pentacles. I have reached this higher state. There's going to be that tendency of ego to take over the ascension and cling to even the ascension. So watch out for that. That's just a subtle warning. I don't really see a big problem with that, but that's just kind of a thing, you know, that, like, say, for example, a lot of my students, they run into it. They start to feel better. They start to have these higher spiritual experiences. And then next thing you know, the ego is right there going, oh, I have to hold on to this feeling of Satori, this higher consciousness. The ego clings to that, which really is an oxymoron if you think about it. Because the only thing that you can do with this energy is be that. It's not something that you can acquire. And that's what this Four of Pentacles energy is. It's the ego trying to acquire ascension, but you already are ascension. Ascension is what you are. It's not something that you need to acquire. You just need to release the illusion that you're separate from that higher state of consciousness. You already are that higher state of consciousness, which is the soul, which is your twin flame. Look at this. Towards your so-called karmic situation, the Sun in reverse and the Ace of Swords. Exactly so. If things look bleak, don't buy it. Don't buy into the illusion. Sometimes you got to tear down the old piece of shit shack to build the big, beautiful crystal castle in its place. So tear that shit down, Divine Feminine. Don't be afraid to walk away from old things that aren't working for you anymore. I'm not saying be reckless and quit your job today so that you can't pay your bills. You know, you've got to have something new lined up first, right? Be wise about doing this, but do it. Take action. Don't wait. Your life awaits you, and you're never too young to start your new life. Look at this. Towards Divine Masculine, the Four of Cups in reverse. Right. It's next to the Nine of Cups. Exactly. So this doesn't have anything to do with rejecting or losing interest or clinging to or any of these. This isn't really an emotional experience for you anymore. And you know that. Even if you, like, say you're moving away from those deeper kind of spiritual Satori experiences, you remember, don't you? Of course you do. You're not stupid. You're smart. You remember what you experienced, and that's exactly what you are. Okay, so don't be fooled by the illusion of ego when it does this push-pull, stop-start crap internally, either internally. Your twin flame is going to feel all of that. Am I making sense to you? I think I'm making sense to you. Happy Sunday, guys. Great Valentine's Day message. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to hit the bell notification icon button when you subscribe, because if you don't hit the bell button when you subscribe, you will not get notifications whenever I post one of my awesome videos. Also, please hit that like button, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye.